Hello, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Mutesi, and I'm the host for Coffee with Mutesi. Please, if you haven't subscribed and you have not yet been able to click on the bell, please do it so that you can continue to give us your comments and give us your feedback on every one of our episodes. Today, in our fourth episode, we are joined by a friend, a mother, but also an educator. And we are going to be continuing from our last episode. Our last episode, we talked about education. And today we are going to be looking at what should parents be considering as they are choosing schools for their children. Does it consider the social status? Is it because my friend is taking her child to a certain school or his child to a certain school? Is it because my friend recommended? What should we actually be looking at as we make choices? But before we go far, let me ask my guest today to introduce herself.
Hello, good afternoon or good morning everyone. Myself Bhumika. I'm a mother of 2 kids, and as well as I am a teacher for 20 years, educator, and I have worked with many institutions. Today I am very humble that I am invited for this discussion and hope so that it will be fruitful or help you in deciding some of your matters. Thank you.
Wow. An educator for 20 years, 20 full years.
Yeah.
Was that in different levels? Was it in primary and secondary?
I have started my career in secondary. I am a lecturer of accountancy and business, as well as in different fields. I have attended workshops, seminars, and with the parents also I have interacted a lot in that way.
Wow. So you are a parent, you are an educator, and you are a mother. You know, when we talk about a parent, we should also separate it from being a mother. Being a mother is another thing. I know that in most of the African, countries, and I know that you have been an educator in 1 or 2 of the African countries, we make choices for our children. Most of the times the choice could be made by a father or a mother. But I think most men think, that is what I think, most men think that the education of the school, the selection of the school is made by mothers. So we are happy to have a mother today. Bhumika, tell me, I want you to share with the parents that are listening to us today, what are the key elements that a parent should be looking at when they're making a choice for the school of their children?
Yeah, it is a very good question in today's scenario. For a parent, it is true that the education, normally parents, they depend on the mother to choose a school, everything, but when the results are there, the father is involved.
He's the one who takes the credit.
Okay? And the work efforts are done by a mother. It's true, very true. But me, I believe that because mother is the first teacher of a kid, of a child, it is the mother who first put the values in a child.
Wow.
And before he goes to school, mother should prepare him or her the mindset how he is going to deal with the outside world. That is a mother. And a mother can never think bad for his child.
Wow.
That is what this decision is given to a mother to choose the things.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that fathers cannot do the same?
No, they can do.
Yes.
They can do, but I think women, they are more capable.
Women are more capable,
Yeah.
or maybe our societies have pressed that responsibility
Because
on their
at the
shoulders.
same time, a mother, for
Yes.
me, as I'm a mother, we have to be soft, we have to be hard.
Yes.
At the same time, we have to balance all those things for a child.
Wow.
That's why it is there that, yes, father is concerned with the decision, he is the one. We have to take the decision mutually. Okay?
Yes.
I don't say that only mother or only father, but a mother knows her child better than a father.
Choosing a school for your child is a mutual responsibility for both the father and the mother. But you're saying something different, that the mother is actually, they know the children better. How?
Yes, the thing is that because for me as a mother and as a teacher, because I've dealt with many students, I find every child, they have different abilities. It's not only when then a child is born, we see a doctor or an engineer or a teacher or an actor in it. That is what we decided ourselves, what we want in them. But what actually they are, what actually they want to be, we have to find that out. Maybe a child is not good in study, but he is good in sports. Maybe someone has an interest in acting or music or painting. So if we put all of them all together, it is just like you are asking a fish to climb a tree. It is not like that. So I think a mother is the one who knows better the ability of a child. So he can decide that, okay, in the primary, okay, we have to give them a primary education. Then after that, in which field we have to move. They have to go. Maybe the father, I'm not saying everyone, but most of them, they want a social status. Okay, they just want that, okay, if I'm spending more money, I am giving better education. But it is not like that. Okay, only spending money and not fulfilling your parental responsibility. It is not good. Nowadays,
the parent should not be looking at the pride of I am capable of paying this amount of money.
Actually,
because the amount of school fees you pay is not actually equal to
the education you are imparting.
Okay.
Actually, the thing is that that's what I'm saying, because nowadays the parents, actually they are not educating their kids as they want. They are educating their kids as their social status. My kid is in international school or that one and yours is not. Oh, it means your social status is not good. You are not earning well. This is somehow they are pushing them, pushing their child to do whatever, if maybe they can do it or not, but they are not checking their abilities. So for me as a mother, I say that first of all we have to change our mindset. It is not that if a child is scoring 90% or 95%, then he can succeed in his life. A child who is scoring even 60% can be more successful than that 90%. The thing is only education doesn't mean only academic. We have to educate them in every aspect of life, and that is what the responsibility of a parent. Okay, rest academic, the teachers can teach them, but the overall education is a combined effort by the teachers as well as the parents. That is my point of view.
So as let me ask a question on behalf of the first parents who are becoming, when you have your first child, there's a lot of theories that you hear. People will be telling you about this and this and this from the day they are born, how to put on the uppers and all that. But I want you to be specific and help them. What should they be looking for when they go to look for a school? They take the adventure of saying, I want to send my child at school. What should they look for in a school?
If we talk about school, at a primary stage, means in the primary, if I say, nursery and P1, that stage, that is a stage, that is an age in which the mind of a child is open. Okay? So we should look for a diversified education, not in academics, in other co-curricular activities like in sports, in music, in drama, in acting, in many other things. So that because they have the ability at that age to learn everything. And if we restrict them only to academics, their mind will be just academics. So that time, if a parent want to find a school for their child, they should look for all these things. Secondly, the atmosphere, the faculty, okay, because that time the child, they need pampering. Pampered by their parents, pampered by their teachers. So that time the faculty and an atmosphere, a friendly atmosphere in which their personality can be groomed up. That's what they have to find in the primary education.
So they have gone for primary, they have gone from nursery to primary. When I go to secondary school, what should I be looking for?
Good. For secondary, when a child in primary, they finish up to the age of 12, 13. Then after that, they go for secondary. That is the age from 13 to 19, 6 years. In 6 years, we have to just specify them. Okay. Now the need is specified education.
Wow.
Okay. That what is their in which field their interest is, we have to specify, and then we have to go for that. That is the stage of for a parent also to think a lot, because that time when the child goes in secondary, the parents they say, oh, if we just send them to an international school, it will be very good. Means they are proud to say in the society, my child is in that school. Maybe the child is scoring 40%.
Yes.
They won't say. But to take the name of the school, that is their status.
Yes.
Okay. So for me, I say, just don't give education for others. They are your kids. Okay. No one is going to help you in future as your kids are.
Wow.
So just see what is good for them, in which field their interest is. And that is the stage in which, as a parent, most of the parents, they think that now they are grown up, they don't need us. But no, no. From my experience, I say that is the age in which they need you the most.
Wow. Because they're in
teenager, yeah.
Yes.
That is the, if you say them, no, don't do this, they will always do that.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to give them that liberty. You will do that, but in this manner, so it will not harm you. You are their guide. You are their motivator. If you guide them well, nothing is bad. Nothing is bad. They need you as a friend. That is a stage in which they need their parent as their best friends.
Wow.
I can say most of the parents, they have experienced that in secondary, in senior 2 to senior 6, like that, the students, they rely more on their friends.
Yes.
They even don't like to talk to their parents. They don't like to share with them. Even they want more time with their friends. But why? Because the friend is the one who always support them, maybe good or maybe bad. And that is the age we like that.
Wow.
And parents, they just say no, 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 no. They know that if we say, parents will say no.
Yes.
So what I think, or I just want to explain, that please become a friend. Change your mindset.
Wow.
Change your mindset.
Wow.
It is not that they are your kids, you are the mother, you are the father, that they are your property.
Yes.
No, they are not your property.
Wow.
Okay? Yeah, you have just your kids because you want. You want to be a mother.
Yes.
You want to be a father.
Yes.
They have never asked you that, please, we want to born. Okay?
Well, you have been a teacher for 20 years. You have taught in different schools, from Asia to Africa. What would be the key things that you think parents ignore when they pick their kids and take them to school?
Mainly what I see when parents come for the admission, many parents, because this scenario, it is somehow different, you know. The father, he is busy with the work. I just heard when they come, the father says, no, 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 I went to work in the morning, I came late night, I don't have time. What they are doing, she is the mother who say. Now today, mothers are also working. Okay, they are also focusing on their career. So they also said, no, let me say the house girl will look for them. Okay, when they came from the school, they will feed them or what, or let us put them in boarding. So now when they say, let us put them in boarding, somehow for some kids, it's a punishment. They just think that, okay, they are giving us a punishment to keep us in boarding. It is there. I have seen the kids, they are very, very sad, and when I talk to them, they say, no, we don't want to be in boarding, but our parents want us to be here. For me, I just say to parents, if even, it is not bad to focus on your career, but please train the mind of your child. It is that if he are sending you to boarding, it is not a punishment. Okay, train their mind. It is an opportunity that you can go in different fields, you can spend your time there. That is a role of a parent. Because if you don't do so, your child cannot focus on the academic as well as on other activities. Always he had in his hand that I am in punishment, like that. And then I saw the parents, they don't even ask for their performances, don't even ask for their marks, but on the visitation day, they come with the different food to say that, okay, we are just compensating all these things. This is not parenting. This is not parenting. Please, I request the parents, please change your mindset. Become their friends. Okay? That is my opinion.
Well, that brings me to something that one day happened to me. I had gone to work, and I think my husband was also at work. And then we actually forgot to pick up the kids from school. They were still in primary school. And it was one of the disastrous moments in my life. Having the kids, like the school call you in the evening and tell you, hey, did you forget about the kids? Like, it was one of the the days that transformed my life in terms of parenting, by the way, because I felt like whatever I was doing, I was not directed. It's not because we had not planned how the kids would come out. No, we had. But apparently we forgot. We overpassed our parental responsibilities. I have seen some teachers complain about kids coming to school and their parents not knowing, and sometimes the kids will be telling the teachers, "Teacher, I have not seen my mom for this time. I have not seen dad for this time." What would you advise parents? Because we are in a generation where we need to work. Parents, mothers, and fathers are all working.
Sure.
Or worse, even some parents are single parents. They are parenting alone, and it's very interesting. It's an interesting, season to parent. But what are the key things that a parent should consider when they send their children to school? Because some teachers will be like, they send us their kids and then they throw them at school, and then the next time they talk to them is when they have come back, and then the kids will be like, me, I have not seen my dad for some time. What are the things that we should be looking at? How should we support the schooling? Let me be specific. The schooling of our children.
Yeah. Very good questions. And even I just remember an incident, because I am also a mother of 2 kids.
Yes.
And even I am also working. Maybe some of the parents, they say, the lady is giving us lecture and she is also working. No, dear. Me, I am a working woman, okay, and I have kids, and I am very proud that I have raised them very well.
Wow.
They can face any aspect of life. That confidence I have in them. Okay. So I just remember seeing a time, my younger one, he went for somewhere for coaching, and a taekwondo class, and it was late, dark. So every parent, they go to pick the kid. For me, you can say I forget.
Yes.
Okay, or I thought that he can come. I said, it's okay, it's normal. They will come together. They can come. But that day, it was somehow dark, and even storm was there. So after half an hour, I heard crying someone at the gate. I thought, who was there? I just went, because then I thought, he had to come. And he was literally crying.
Yes.
Crying. I said, what happened? Something happened to you? And he was crying badly. And then he said, every parent come to pick their child. And I was waiting for you and you were not there. I said, oh my God, what should I do? Then I say, okay, don't cry, but you reach safe home. He said, there were many dogs on the street.
Yes.
And they follow me. And then I just ran and I cry that there is no one. I said, no. You know what? The parents who went to pick their child, they don't have confidence in them. They know their child are not strong. Me, I know you are strong enough to face every moment, every danger.
Yes.
And then he said, he was just stopped and he said, yes, I can, but even then I wait for you. I said, no, I have that confidence in you. Why should I come to pick you? Because I know you can do it. By that day, he was totally changed, and he said, no need to come, I can manage myself. So I'm just giving an example how to change the mindset of the kids. Make them mentally strong.
Yes.
Okay? We start them feeding, eat this, you become strong. No. Physically strong is another thing. But you have to make them mentally strong and prepare them to face everything in life. Yes. Because how long you can be with them? Up to 20 years, 15 years, 20 years, not more than that. Yes. But they should know, because this scenario, there is a lot of stress. And we think that only we are the one who are stressed, but no. The kids, the child, they are also stressed. Okay? So we have to tell them how to face, how to handle those situations. Because I've experienced many kids in the age of 14, 15, when they have those kind of stress, they move on the wrong side. They become drug addicts. The girls, they find a boyfriend and go on the wrong ways like that because they are missing some elements. We have not prepared them mentally. So as being a parent, as being a father, mother, share your experiences with them. Teach them there is nothing impossible. Every situation will change, maybe good, maybe bad. Make them mentally strong and you will see the effect. You will see the effect in their academic as well as in their life, in their behavior. So I just say that even in the school, the teachers, they also help in this way. Because the teachers, they are the mentors, they teach them. But most of the teachers, somehow, they are very good with their students to teach them different aspects of life. And if they are supported by the parents, it will be very good. Because remember one thing, education, what we are giving today, is not the education what we will give them tomorrow. In this scenario, we all have experienced from 1.5 years in this pandemic, how the things they are changed globally. Had we ever thought that student will learn from home? Never. We said, no, don't take phone, don't use phone. And now we are the one who are saying, please use it. Please, we are buying for them, use it.
Yes.
Okay? So it is that, even last time when I was just handling the online program, I have experienced that parents, they come to me, they say that what we can do, we can just buy a phone or a device or a laptop, provide internet, but we went for work and the kids, they are using it in different ways, they are not studying. So for me, I even told them that it's not only your duty or responsibility to buy them a device. But you have to educate them, you have to sensitize them, okay? How to use those things. How to use those things. Even when you just plan that even in the evening when you are at home, ask them to do these things. It takes only half an hour to just check what you have did today, just show me your work. Even you won't ask them. But if you ask them to just show me your work, that one sentence, they have in their mind, okay, I have to show this thing to my parent. It is not only the responsibility of the school to educate or the teachers to educate. Please take that responsibility also. Because many of them, they say, we are not educated, we don't know this subject. No dear, it's not the matter of knowing a subject. It's just a matter to ask them, to make them realize someone is there to ask us what we are doing. Someone is there to check. That's it.
So send them, teach them to be mentally strong, not just feeding them and getting them strength into, they become strong in their body but mentally weak. Someone sent me a text and said, he's a single person, so he's not yet married, and he said, when I eventually get blessed with children, my dream is to endeavor to expose them to as many possibilities and then monitor them between the ages of 4 and 10 or 12. And where I see an inclination and talent, I encourage it. What do you think about that?
Very good.
Is that a good...
it is a very good, very good. I really appreciate that as being a single parent, if you are doing this, you can't say you are a single parent. Actually, you are fulfilling both responsibilities. Okay? And it is very good. That is what we all need. That is all we all need. Because as being a mother, I also accept that if I say, no, a mother should be at home to look after the children, why? A woman don't have that opportunity to make her own career? So being a mother, is it a burden for her? That yes, she said she regret that I am a mother, that's why I cannot make my career. No. Seriously, no. Because I have experienced that yes, it is really hard for a woman to manage all the things. But that's why God made us enough strong so that we can handle all the aspects, okay, of life. But as being a father or being a husband or a friend, you should also equally support the mother or the lady to raise the kids very well.
we are going to be reading something that came from an educator. He is the Deputy Director General for Ghana Education Service, which is like, the Rwanda Education Board here. And he's a PhD holder in education. And he said, when I asked him this question, what should parents be looking for when they think about the education of their child? So he said, your child's interests and ambitions for the future, you should focus on that. You should also look at your child's ability, both academically and talents. In terms of choice of a school, consider the school's pedigree and their strength. It is good to assess the school's track record of preparing learners for the future. It is good to consider the entire ethos and philosophy of the school, understanding that schools shape children during their formative years. Consider your own biases so that you don't force your child to do something because that is subconsciously your wish rather than the child's desires. And that is Dr. Kwabena Bempa Tando, and he's the Deputy Director General for Ghana Education Services. Thank you, Dr. Kwabena. It is a pleasure to have had a point of view from you, and I know that we are all brothers and sisters, and education is also something that is very close to your heart. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for giving your contribution. Back to the studio, Bomika. He talked about something very important. In terms of choice for the school, consider the school's pedigree and their strength. How do I assess a school?
When it comes to assess a school, it is somehow really hard because today's scenario is that they present good things in a plate and then you find the taste of the dish is not exactly as they present it. Yes. So I just say, because I'm an educator, I've worked in different schools, that's why I'm just telling that secret, but because as a parent, I want to tell these things to help my parents, other parents, that when you go to search a school, find a school, you should look about the strengths of the school, their past results, their track record, how they prepare their learners, in which field, how they do it, the internal atmosphere, the faculty, and even talking to the teachers, if possible, you can guess that how they support the learners in academics as well as in other activities. That is how the things are. Wow. But even as an educator, now I am talking as an educator. Earlier I was talking as a parent. Okay. Now as an educator, I must say that suppose if we have 30 students in a class, okay, the teacher is teaching the same thing to everyone. But they have their different results. Why? Because if I am teaching something, I am teaching 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Yeah. Some of them will write 6, some can write 5, some can even write 4. Wow. Okay, but I have taught the same thing, right? So, always it doesn't happen that if you always check a teacher, because sometimes the teachers, they are good, but every child has a different mental status, a different ability. So you can't say that if 10 students are at the top, the another 10 are also going to be at the top. It depends from person to person. The only thing is that your child should feel comfortable. Yes. He should feel friendly atmosphere. Yes. Okay, and without any bias. And the faculty should be good. He or she should learn in academics. It is not that always you want to put a child and then you expect to score 90 or 95. Okay. The thing is that your child, at least, now again as a parent, at least your child should feel happy. Okay.
Thank you so much. I want you to tell me, you've been a teacher in India and Pakistan?
No, not Pakistan, only in India.
In India. And you are now a teacher in Rwanda. I want you to tell me 3 important things that I think the parents from Rwanda can learn from the parents of India. You know, the do's and don'ts, the things that you think our parents should change. But also I want you to go an extra mile and tell me what are the key things that you think you have learned from the parents in Rwanda that you think you would take back home.
Very good. Yeah, I have experienced a lot of things as I'm working here in Rwanda. If I compare it to India, there is a change of mindset, as I told you. In India, it is a responsibility of a parent that when a child is born, to raise, to educate, to marry them, and all the things. That is a responsibility of a parent.
Even to marry?
Even to marry.
Wow.
Even to take care of their children.
Oh, their grandchildren.
Yeah, grandchildren. So somehow it is a responsibility there. But when I came to Rwanda and I see this scenario, I feel it is good here. Because here in Rwanda or in African culture, we are making them independent more early. Okay? That after secondary, after senior 6, year 12, whatever you say, we just allow them to think for themselves. Somehow it is very good, they are independent. But on the other side, again, if I compare, that is the age where they need guidance, where they need support. So in India, at that age, the parents are the one who ask them about their interest, support them in their further coaching for the competitions, okay, and give them enough time to prepare for the competition, finance them for that, and once they are in the competition, when they are succeeded, they go for those further courses. So what is the difference between the children there and here is, there the children, they have more attachment with their parents because they know, maybe you can say they have an interest that the parents will support them. They are more attached and somehow they are guided by them. Here what I notice, it is very good the kids are independent, but I feel the lack of attachment of parents and their kids. Okay? Maybe you can say the kids, they say, oh, that is my mother, father. If they say, they don't care a lot. Even many kids, I talked to them and they told me, yes, I have mother, I have father, but I live with my auntie, so I don't have much attachment with them. So that is because it is just a thing give and take. If you give, it will come back to you. So that attachment, but I'm not saying that, okay, you always be with them. It is okay. But somehow, what I noticed there. Secondly, the main thing, and please don't mind it, I'm just talking in general, okay? In general, as an educator, as a parent, in general. What I notice in India, if I compare, from the very beginning, when the kid enters in secondary, we just put in the mind the competition. Okay? That year there is a lot of competition. Okay, we are with you, but you have to face those competitions. Prepare yourself, train yourself, push them, okay? Here in Rwanda, somehow I lack that thing. Parents, they are not competitive. Okay, they just say, okay, many parents, they don't even know what their child is scoring, which subject he is doing. Seriously, I have those parents, they don't know the combination.
That a good thing?
No, never. No, it's not a good thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not a good thing. Okay? They don't put that spirit in their mind from the beginning. That at the end year, like senior 6, they say, you scored this, but you have to go for abroad for studies. But you never tell him that you want to score this percentage if we have planned for you this thing. So that thing you have to put in their mind. You have to tell them, we have this plan for you. You have to work for it. We are there for you to support you. Your teachers are there. Because many of the kids, when you ask them in senior 4 or year 11, what is your future plan? They just keep quiet. They don't know. Okay? Even the parents, they don't know. Then when they come to senior 6 and somebody told, my child is going to Canada, then he thinks, let me send mine also. And then they start thinking. So these things, that is not a mistake of a child. That is lack of parenting. Lack of parenting, somehow. So these are some things which I find a difference in that. Then the discipline and the values. One more thing I say. I'd say maybe it is an Indian culture or what, but as a mom, even me, I told my kids to respect their teachers. Okay, maybe I don't say every teacher is equally educated or equally knowledgeable, but at least they know more than you. Okay, so you should respect them. When you reach at their stage that you know more than them, then you can argue, but don't argue before it. And somehow here in Rwanda, I say some kids, they are very good, some parents, they are doing it very well, But others, there is a lack. Maybe you teach them to respect, not even the teachers, but everyone. Those values, the respect, the gratitude, the discipline, those values should be created.
Do you think that is because we are into globalization and maybe we are imbibing in some other cultures? Because you talked about it, that children in India do have a lot of competition. And definitely the world has become a global village and there's a lot of competition. Now you can't say that there's a child from India or Dubai or Rwanda. They're competing for the same job, they're competing for the same... but how do we help, even as children, as parents, how do we parent, let me call it like that, how do we parent children in this era where there's a lot of freedom and there's a lot of don't touch to some of the children? Because I think that is what, you say that you don't scold your children, you don't beat them, but you make them your friends. How are we able to make sure that these children that we are raising today, they're competitive, but not violent, let me call it like that. They're respectful, but that respect that they give to people is not come back to them as an insult, because I think some children have respected people and they ended up abusing them. So how do you balance, respect, that, the value system that you're giving to your children, not to put them in the weaker position, but to put them in the stronger position?
Very good. And I say, as you said that I told you not to scold them and allow them. No, it is not. I think I am the mother. If my kids are here, they can tell you I am the one who scolded them a lot. But even my students, I am the one. It is not allowed there to beat them, but I did because I know I love them most. And what I tell them, because I love you a lot, I can do anything with you because I don't want to see you on the wrong way. So as a parent also, I want to tell everyone, it is, if I am telling you be their friends, it is not that you won't scold them or don't tell them what is wrong. I am saying not always. Not always. That, somehow we have a mindset that, my mother, if I will do anything, she is always going to say, no, you did wrong. Or as a father, you say, you are always wrong. Not like that. I am saying, sometimes on some small things, you can say, if I break a plate, and you are going to, I think, my dinner set now, I have broken a plate. My mother is going to just hang me. No, maybe at that time, when I was expecting that feedback, a mom can come and say, it's okay, it is not more important than you. Maybe I feel that love, okay, I am important. I have that importance in her life. That is the thing. But maybe when I am wrong or I am doing something, I can tell them, no, this is wrong, you can do better. Or somehow I have to scold them. So parenting is not easy. It's not easy. It's a very, very, very tough job.
Yeah.
Seriously. Because you have to use many things at the same time to raise them well. And if I talk about respect, yes, it is true. But what I believe that whatever if you have in your heart, a respect and love, and you give it in this universe, it will come back to you. Okay? Maybe if others won't take it positively, they insult you, that is their problem, not mine. Okay? That is their problem. If I am humble, that is my nature. If they are not, that is their problem. I am not the one to think about everyone. I don't want to waste my energy.
Yes.
Okay? I want to be myself. I have to teach my children, be yourself. Be yourself. Do whatever you think is right. Don't do anything in which you just say that no. You feel guilty yourself that I am wrong. No. But whatever you think that it is right, I have to do this, please go for that. And maybe I am there with you, maybe in front of you or at your back. Or not in front. I won't hold your hand. You walk yourself, but I am at your back. That when you fall down, I will hold you. That is parenting for me.
So the contribution of parents into the education system, academic of their children is very key. And with the current trends that are happening in the schools and outside the schools, parents must have a responsibility and a key role to play in the academics of their children. As we come to the end of this show, Tell me, give me 3 things that you think you should just leave as, just 3 things that you think are very key for every parent to know.
I won't say, because I can't say that I am a perfect parent, but yes, I can share as a friend. First of all, they are your kids, not your property.
Yes.
Okay? Don't think that is your property, you have right on them. No. Because if you just want to capture them, they will run away. Give some liberty.
Yes.
Open your mind. Okay? Secondly, don't compare them with you. Okay, that 20 years back I was in the school and this happened to me, so now this same thing will be with my kids. No, the scenario has changed here. Okay,
Yes.
now this is education becomes global.
Yes.
Things are virtual, and you say that maybe today we are emphasizing on schooling, but maybe after 2 years the scenario is we say there is no need for school. They are just learning online. Maybe that time will come and we talk about that.
Yeah.
So just don't compare. Don't compare them with anyone. Everyone has a unique personality. Your child is best in the world. Okay? So everyone has a unique personality. Maybe he is not good in one thing but can be good in another thing. And the third thing is that love them and teach them to love you. Because at the end, if we say education, if we say anything, as a parent, we always want to see them happy. Okay? So just let them. Maybe if they won't score 95% and they just commit suicide, what? Then you will cry. Maybe he cannot get good marks, but yet if he is like that, we can accept him. So accept them as they are, motivate them, always guide them, but love them a lot.
Teach them to love and love them, and teach them to love you back. That brings us to the close of today's episode. Thank you so much for keeping with us. It is a pleasure to always have you on the show. We request you, if you haven't subscribed, if you have not yet shared, please subscribe and then share with your friends and click on the bell so that every time you post something, you're going to be able to get it. Thank you for watching Coffee with Mutesi. Thank you, Bhumika, for coming. We are so glad that you tuned in. Keep watching, keep giving us feedback, and keep giving us topics to discuss. If you have profited from this discussion, don't forget to comment below. Thank you so much. Coffee with Mutesi.